Hey everybody, welcome back to the channel. Bob's on the channel today. Shout out to Bob. Bob is one of our larger training partners. Bob's about 6'7", so resisting Bob's energy is difficult unless you're doing exactly the right thing most of the time. So Bob pulls guard, and I end up on the bottom. So let's just go back real fast and see what happened here. So we did a little bit of hand fighting there for a second. If we'll notice, I'm always trying to keep some inside position every time Bob gets a different grip on me. If you notice, I'm never really gripping Bob with my hands very hard. I'm mostly leaning into where he's gripping me, and if you'll notice, my feet, trying to keep a lot of my weight on to wherever Bob is making connections with me. Yeah, and I'm not really grabbing much. I'm mostly feeling his connection, and then he pulls guard. I think there's a later roll in this series where we do a lot more hand fighting, and it's a lot of fun to watch because it's a lot of motion, and it's difficult to hand fight Bob because he's so big. And so from here, I think I'm trying to get this, just threatening this crossface sweep here, because I have this hook in, but Bob does, he compensates for it. Sometimes with people who are a lot bigger than you got to do what you can, you know. And so now I'm going to be using my connection to the ground. If you'll notice what my feet are doing, there's moments where I am connected and moments where I'm breaking the connection depending on what Bob is trying to do. So right here, the reason why I'm able to defend this here is because there's cross tension between this grip on my own lapel, my elbow against Bob's foot here, and then my other foot on the ground is allowing me to put my weight into all those things, so it's difficult for Bob to get the choke. I'll rewind it here for just a second here. So just pay attention to getting this choke here. And then there, I'm pressing my foot into the ground. And so now I'm able to put a lot of my weight into my own elbow, which is hooked into my hand, and also this elbow is pressing into Bob's foot. That's what's allowing me to kind of resist that choke, or Bob trying to get that grip or whatever. And just do a couple of twists and turns and get out from underneath, and restore the guard back into frame. So from the bottom, I'm always trying to keep my partner's base from my base, which did not work right now this time. We'll rewind it there for a second. So yeah, I am thinking of getting Bob's center of gravity over top of me to kind of throw him over, but he catches him with himself with his hands, as you can see right here. So he just posts, boom, and then comes back down into the mount, which is nice. It's pretty hard to throw people as large as Bob, but getting that arm underneath there is actually pretty key. So again, one of the reasons why I'm able to keep my arm in here is because my foot is pressing against the mat, and I'm doing sort of this running man style defense, because now I'm able to push this foot into the mat and then drive this shoulder towards my own chest, or drive my arm into my own chest here with like this turn and this push. So it's making it difficult for Bob to get my arm out of there. And kind of hide it a little more. And any of my connection on the ground is what's helping me to generate some of that power to resist that. So I'm not really using my muscles, it's more of a connection issue. I've got a knee in there, which is helping me to resist that gift wrap. And again, this foot is pressing on the ground, which is, I can drive my weight into myself as long as my foot is pressing against the ground and connected to the environment. Looks like Bob's trying to get trying to get this triangle, because he and I have sort of triangle battles. We both have long legs, a lot of space to get that triangle in there. He's also attacking my arm. Well, I think what I'm going to do here is I'm going to get as close. My hand is turned inward towards him, and then we're going to roll over, and I'm going to keep my weight kind of right here, so that he can't get my arm. There we go. And yeah, and there's a space here. So one of the cool things about rolling with someone who's bigger is that there's a lot of space in between their limbs. And so as I came over, there was this big space I could just jump through. I almost jumped through to a pass, but Bob caught me with his leg and we flipped all the way back over. But I almost jumped away. But I'm just going to retain guard here. Yeah, just recover guard. I just changed the angle a few times as we were kind of spinning here. So I just rotate a little bit and then bring my other knee in, and then I have the guard back. But that was a fun little scramble. And now I think I'm going to start attacking the buggy choke, which I know is disrespectful to everybody, but especially in the gi. But you know what? It's a real thing. And you got to be aware. Bob, we got some good buggy choke defense. He doesn't let me get it. Now, one of the things I'm doing is I'm deflecting Bob's energy with like my elbow being into my own side here. So it's kind of between us. So he's not really on my ribs with his weight, and he's also being nice about it. He could probably be being a lot more nasty, but yeah, I'm just trying to. My elbow's right there, keeping it between us. And I'm just going to change the angle. Looks like I'm threatening another buggy because he can feel the numb on the correct side of him to do it. I almost get the sweep here. And now I think it's time for some triangle attacks. Now, one of the things I'm thinking about attacking the triangle is this knee I need in this position, this specific scenario. This needs to come through. So I'm actually driving this way. I'm using my connection to the mat to sort of push myself this way, and Bob's trying. That's why he's pulling my leg the opposite direction, because I'm trying to drive my knee through to seal off this triangle here. I'm connected with my shin. When he starts to try to come up, I'm blocking his knee, this leg from coming towards me with this shin, as I'm trying to kind of go back and forth and then free this leg eventually. I don't think I get the leg free. Bob does a good job of not letting that happen. And also his gi's kind of like blocking me from being able to get this head buggy. And I think this is about to be the end of the round. But it was a great roll. I love training with Bob. Bob's a great dude. Check out his, he does movie writings and like reviews and stuff, so check out Bob's stuff. I'll try to link it in the description. So thanks for watching, and come down and train.